Hey everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion is about photosynthesis, and this topic has been taken from the unit Plant Physiology. The word photosynthesis has came from a Greek word where photo means produced by light and synthesis means a whole made of parts put together. So from that we can define photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process which occurs in plant, algae and some bacteria where organic compound is synthesized from inorganic compound using the energy of sunlight. So this is the definition of photosynthesis. Now in this slide we will discuss the general formula for photosynthesis. So here we can see that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is combining with 12 molecules of water, and in presence of light, pigments and enzymes, glucose molecule is produced, and with it 6 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of water is also produced. So the oxygen that is required for us to breathe is produced by the process photosynthesis, and that glucose molecule is used in the respiration process to get energy or to extract energy from the compound. So here we can now we have to know that where does the photosynthesis occurs in plants. Now here we can see that photosynthesis occurs in the leaves of plants, and in the leaves in the mesophyll cell the photosynthesis occurs. Now in this diagram we will see that in which cell organelle the photosynthesis occurs. So as we all know that in chloroplast the photosynthesis process occurs in plant cell. Now in this slide we will discuss about the structure of chloroplast. So from the diagram you can see that it is a footballer structure, or it is a football shaped structure. Okay. Now second point is double membrane. So here you see that it is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. And third point is stroma. The unfilled portion of chloroplast is known as stroma. Another portion is thylakoid membrane. So chloroplasts generally have three membrane. One is outer membrane, another one is inner membrane, and the third one is the thylakoid membrane. So this is the thylakoid, and the thylakoid is enveloped by a membrane, and that membrane is known as the thylakoid membrane. Now we will know that what is grana. Grana is the stalk of thylakoid. This disc-shaped structure is known as thylakoid, and the stalk of the thylakoid is known as grana. Now we will discuss about the lumen of thylakoid, and this is the lumen of thylakoid. Here it is the inside the thylakoid, and that is known as the thylakoid lumen. Okay. Now here it is a 3D structure of chloroplast, and here you can see that it is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane, this is the thylakoid, and this is the grana, that is the stack of the thylakoid. Okay, and this is the intermembrane space. Now in this slide we will discuss the overview of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis has two phases. One is light phase, another one is dark phase. Now here we will know about an interesting topic. We all know that we call the second phase of photosynthesis as dark phase. So there is a misconception that this phase happens in dark, but that is not a true. Okay, the real fact is that this process doesn't require light. That's why the term light independent is the most appropriate for the second phase, and for the first phase the light dependent phase is most appropriate. So we can call the first phase of photosynthesis as light dependent phase, and the second phase of photosynthesis as light independent phase. Okay. Now see here, in the light dependent phase, in the presence of light, the water molecules split up and in the thylakoid membrane and oxygen is released, and as a result ATP and NADPH is produced as a source of energy, and that energy is used in the dark reaction or light independent reaction which occurs in the stroma of chloroplast. Here the CO2 is fixed and C6H12O6 or glucose is produced. So here you can see the two step of photosynthesis. Here it is the light dependent phase and here it is the light independent phase. In the light dependent phase, in presence of light, ATP and NADP is producing and oxygen is also producing, and that ATP and NADP is functioning as a source of energy to drive the dark reaction or the light independent reaction. In light independent reaction, carbon dioxide is fixed to produce glucose molecule. Okay. Now we will discuss about the light reaction in detail. So as I have mentioned before that the process of light reaction is light dependent. It occurs in the thylakoid membrane of chloroplast. Here, in presence of light, the water molecule is split into oxygen and a proton. Okay. Here, the light energy or the photons are used to generate two chemical compounds, that is ATP and NADPH, and these two chemical compounds function as a source of energy for the dark phase or light independent phase. In this slide you can see that how light energy is producing the chemical energy. Okay, so here you can see that it is a adenosine diphosphate or ADP and it is an inorganic phosphate, and in after the light dependent phase it is combining with each other to produce adenosine triphosphate, and in case of NADP plus or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, two electron particles are binding with it and one proton also binding with it to produce NADPH. Okay, so here it is the chemistry how light produces those chemical energy compounds. Here you can see that the sequence of event in the light reaction. Okay, now see here it is PS2. PS2 means photosystem 2. It generally absorbs the light with 680 nanometer and it is also known as P680. So after it receives the photon particle from the sunlight, two molecules of water is broken into oxygen and protons, and electron is transferred, and during the transfer of electron from PS2 to PS1, protons are moving into the lumen of the thylakoid from the stroma. Okay, so during moving the electron, proton is also moving inward, means it is moving from stroma to lumen. Okay, after that the electron reaches the PS1 and NADP is reduced to NADPH, and ATP is produced from those all protons which were came to the lumen from stroma. So here you can see the splitting of water gave 4 protons. Here the transfer of electron gave some protons, and those protons gets out of the lumen and gets out to stroma by a complex known as ATP synthase, and when those proton transports from lumen to stroma again, ADP and PI combines together to produce ATP, and this is catalyzed by ATP synthase. So here you can see the summary of the light reaction, where the two molecule of water, two molecule of NADP and 3 ADP and 3 PI are combining together to produce oxygen, NADPH, ATP, electron and 2 protons. Okay, so in case of light reaction, main objective of the light reaction is that to produce NADPH and 3 ATP molecule as a source of chemical energy which will drive the light independent phase. Now in this slide we will discuss about the dark phase or light independent phase. Okay, so here you can see that the light independent phase, that means it can occur in presence of light or dark, but generally it doesn't occur in presence of dark. It generally happens in presence of light. It occurs in stroma of chloroplast. It uses the chemical energy that is produced by the light reaction to reduce carbon dioxide to sugar. The sugar is glucose. So through a cycle, carbon dioxide is converted to sugar, and that cycle is known as Calvin cycle. Here we will discuss about the process of Calvin cycle. The cycle was named for M. Kelvin, who discovered this cycle. So here you can see that ribulose bisphosphate is combining with carbon dioxide. Now ribulose bisphosphate is a 5 carbon molecule, and after binding with carbon dioxide it becomes 6 carbon molecule, and it quickly splits into 2 molecule of 3 carbon molecule, that is 3 phosphoglycerate. Okay, so this process is known as carboxylation process, where the carbon dioxide from where the carbon from carbon dioxide is added to the RUBP, and 2 molecules of 3 PGA is produced. Now we will discuss about the reduction phase. In this phase 3 PGA is reduced to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and in this phase the chemical energy is required, and that chemical energy is provided by the light dependent phase in the form of ATP and NADPH. We have discussed it about in earlier. And after that, from glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, some molecule produce sugar, that is the glucose, and other molecule regenerate the RUBP, and in this process also chemical energy is required, and that energy is also produced by the light dependent phase. Okay, so thank you everyone for listening to our lecture. In our next video tutorial we will discuss about the photosynthesis in detail.